Good morning, everyone. I'm Ishan, and I'm 15 years old. I study in class 10, and for the last 10 years, I have been living in Vietnam, a country located near the South China Sea, which neighbors other countries such as China, Laos, Cambodia, and Indonesia. Being an international student in an international school has helped me learn different languages, experience new cultures, and also have the opportunity to communicate with people all around the world. I'm sure life for all of you has stopped because of the coronavirus pandemic, and I am no different. But during this time, I have rediscovered my likes and dislikes. As I'm now staying home, my life has completely changed. My school has started online learning, where I now spend a majority of my time in front of my laptop. I also spare some time to help my parents and also play video games when I'm free. Many of us will view this time as a negative, but there's also a positive. This may be a tough time for all of us, but for the earth, it's the healing time. Just like that, that brings me to discuss the positives, negatives in our lives. Whether it's sports, studies, or any other experience, they all come with a big price, but we must all fight through it. Every ordinary person experiences ups and downs, but whether they stay in there or fight through it, it's up to them. Coronavirus is a tough time for all of us around the globe. But like every other tough time, it will also be gone. Life will be back to normal, and we will survive it. A famous quote that really helps me is, "When the going gets tough, the tough get going." This quote, it's really helpful because it makes me stay motivated and fight through times where I may have failed or not given my best. Like when I get a bad grade or I fail while playing sports. This quote reminds me that there's always next time, and whatever I do now will reflect on what happens next. So I must stay motivated and hope for the best. It is important to stay motivated and focus on working hard. If you focus on the outcome, you will not be able to work hard. But if you focus on working hard, you'll get the positive outcome you're looking for. When I get a bad result, I tend to become sad. But listening to my favorite music and watching comedy shows helps me get back on track. It is important to get back on track, as that's the first step to success. You must remember, the harder you work, the better results you'll get. You should do what you like. This is key in keeping you happy. It will help you stay motivated and help you cross the finish line even stronger than before. In the world we live in, we see celebrities around us. From a runner, an actor, and doctor. We all look at their success, but we never focus on the hard work they have to go through. And a runner doesn't win every race. An actor doesn't have a good play or movie all the time. And a doctor doesn't become a doctor overnight. From childhood to now, they all require lots of hard work. But if they gave up when they were small, they would not have achieved what they are today. So that's why it's important to try your best. Generally, there's a thought cycle involved, which includes a number of stages, from thoughts to emotions, to behavior, to outcome, and then back to thoughts. For example, if I think negatively, I will get bad thoughts, which will make me have an unmotivated mindset and a negative behavior, which will then result in a bad outcome, and then which will cause me to have a negative impact on my brain again, which will make me have bad thoughts. But what if I thought positively? If I had good thoughts, my emotions will stay happy, I will have a motivated mindset, which will result in a good behavior, and then I will achieve what I want. And this cycle will never end. So the more you think positive, the better you achieve. One thing you should always remember is that you get what you work for, not what you desire. Let's go back a few decades and imagine how different life was, how different education was, how different the technology around us was. Now in 2020, everything is around us, and we have the chance to get whatever we want on our fingertips. Back then, book was the only source of information. But now, laptops are as important as books, or sometimes even more important. Education can be found everywhere now, on TV, phones, laptops, and even in other people. This makes humanity even stronger. This tells us that we have evolved as one, and we will continue to evolve. That change is inevitable. But why don't we change the way we think? Why do we still think negative and not positive? What if we evolved the way we think? Will that help us change the way we live? Will that help us, the world around us? Will that help us to be better than ever? So you must think positive, and the harder you work, the more you'll achieve. Let's reflect on the situation around us right now. If you think of Corona, you remember I may have mentioned it's bad for all of us, but is it really? The world is on lockdown, people are being unmotivated and lazing around. But if you realize this is the best time for us to achieve our goals, we have to get motivated and work hard for our dreams. We should do what we want, and not wait for people to do it for us. Always remember, if there's no pain, then there's no gain. Meaning that if you don't spend hours and hours and hours, you won't get everything you wish for. In conclusion, you must remember to do what you're proud of. If you like maths, do maths. If you like science, do science. If you like doing sports, work out at home. If you like music, listen to music or sing. If you like art, draw. And if you like reading books, read. You must remember that this is a time where you can get ahead or fall back. But it's up to you if you want to get ahead or fall back. No matter how dark the night is, the sun will surely rise again, and life will be back to normal. But before that, remember, this is the time where you can change yourself. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you for watching Yayskool. Please like and share.